So I'm out here in my wife's wood lathe shop. It's the name of. She's got a small business. It's Beth's Lathe Works. She does a lot of woodworking stuff. You can find her on Facebook. But I keep all my camping stuff up in the attic of this building, and so I came out here. I'm supposed to go camping next weekend. I was trying to get my stuff ready, and I was thinking I'm building a hammock for a camp out at Hanson's Point at Red River Gorge in May, and I'm making it light. The whole hammock, everything I do to it is just about making it as light as I can. It's not going to have a lot of features or anything, but I assume when I go in May, there's going to be several people into backpacking and stuff like that. And with backpacking, ounces equals pounds, and pounds equals pain. So with that in mind, I just want to build a super lightweight hammock. And one of the things I'm doing is, instead of using the normal tree straps and stuff that I use, I'm using Kevlar tree straps. Dyneema is a little bit lighter, but it tends to roll up, and we try to use at least 1 inch wide straps so it protects the tree a little bit better. And when that Dyneema rolls up, it's really thin. It's almost like using a rope and stuff. So the next lightest thing is Kevlar for the tree straps, and that's what I'm going to be using for that. I'm going to make a video on that hammock when I make it, like I usually do with my hammocks, but I didn't want to waste a lot of time in that video talking about this. The straps I'm going to be getting, I'm not going to be making them. I'm going to be ordering them from Autumn Ultralight, and I haven't been making lightweight hammocks, and so I don't have the Kevlar strap material. And if I start getting orders for lightweight hammock materials, I will buy the stuff and start making those straps. But right now, I don't have a need for the material. She makes them, so got it from her. And so that's why I was making a video. I've had people ask me why I promote other people, why I mention other businesses. You know, you're promoting the competition and all that kind of stuff. Well, first of all, I don't see them as competition, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. They do really good work, and wouldn't have, if I didn't make my own hammocks, I wouldn't have any problem at all buying a hammock from one of these other manufacturers. But it's a little bit different with the hammocks compared to other types of businesses. I know when I first started out last May, Dutch from Dutchware Gear. He's got a really established business. Everybody in the hammock community knows him. And I emailed him and was asking him some questions, asking him about his patent, make sure I wasn't going to step on his toes on any of that stuff, and just general questions. And even though, at the time I was absolutely nobody, but he had to know at some point I could be some competition for him. And I mean, because when he started out, he was nobody either. But so yeah, he was really welcoming, and gave me advice on especially on the business aspects of it, getting started and everything. Another person, Randy from Dream Hammocks, he's the owner of Dream Hammocks. Well, before I started my business, I had a hammock that I had bought from somebody, and I was having some issues with it. I asked on the Hammock Forums Facebook page, and even though it was another business that made it, Randy was giving me some advice and some suggestions on getting it lined out. And he could have just said, "Oh, well, that business is no good. You need to buy one from me," or something like that. But he didn't. He didn't care who it was from. He knew whose hammock it was. And he didn't care. He was just helping out a fellow hammock camper, And I really like that about the hammock, not only the hammock business, but the hammock community in general, the people that hammock camp and everything. A lot of people helping each other out, and quick to, offer help and suggestions and advice and everything. So that's one of the things I like about it, and like doing business with other businesses. And like recently, John from Trailheads Hammocks, he had a group hang at his place, and Ohio in January, and he invited us to come out there, and some other people that own hammock businesses too. You know, the competition. He invited all of us out there to bring our stuff and show all these other potential customers what we did. You know, and I mean, you just don't see that in any other business, any other type of business. But here was an owner of one hammock business inviting owners of other hammock businesses to his camp out for the weekend to show their products to his potential customers, and so I like that. And so when you order, the bottom line is when you order, if you contact us to order something, and I know of somebody that can do that particular thing a little bit better, then I'm not going to hesitate to suggest that. Or if I know somebody that can do something cheaper than what I can do by the time I order the material and everything, I don't have a problem suggesting that either. Because the bottom line is, I got into the business because I started making my own stuff because I know exactly how I wanted it done, and I couldn't buy it off the shelf like that. So I started making my own stuff, and I knew there was other people that felt the same way. So I started the business so I can make you as the customer happy, make sure every little detail about it is just the way you want it. And if somebody else can do something a little bit better than I can to get you that perfect hammock set up, then I'll suggest it. My very first hammock I sold, the guy was wanting a certain width of material, and he wanted a camouflage too. And when you get into the really wide materials like that, you're really limited on the colors available. So we came up with a plan. He gave me, he said, by this date, if you can't find the camouflage, we'll just go with something else, a different color. And I tried for several weeks, get online, doing research. I was calling people, everything, having a hard time finding that width of camouflage hammock material. And I found a little shop of hammocks up in Canada. They had a camouflage material that width. And so I contacted them to see if I could order any of their material, and he said, no, I don't normally sell the material. And then later he offered to sell me the material to make the hammock, and but the price of the material, and then the high price of shipping it from Canada to the U.S., and then by the time I charged to actually make the hammock and everything, it would just be cheaper for that customer to order it straight from the little shop of hammocks. So I told the guy about it. Look, this is the owner's name. This is his website. He's got camouflage material the same width. He can make your hammock for this price, and I can't do it for that price. It would cost more for me to cover all my costs. And the guy ended up going with us anyway. He just changed the color, and because he knew I'd put a lot of effort into trying to find what he wanted, and he ended up going with us. And so that was cool, and that was the very first hammock I sold. And recently I had somebody asking about something, and I remembered seeing that same thing on Dutch's site, the same material, the same width, the same everything he was wanting. And while I was talking to him, I got on Dutch's website, and I seen what his price was and everything. And I told the guy, I said, I can't do it. Dutch has more buying power. He could buy material in bulk and all this kind of stuff, and he sells that exact hammock that you want. It's not anything really custom or anything. It was just, so I told the guy, man, if that's what you want, you'd be better off just buying it from Dutch's site. And so I lost that sale. I don't know if he ended up buying it from Dutch or if he ended up just doing something totally different or whatever. But the point is, I don't care. It sounds bad, but I don't care if you buy it from us or not. I just care that you get exactly what you want. If you can do that through us, if we can make you down to the finest detail exactly what you want in a hammock, then man, I'd be happy to do it. There's a lot of people out there now that are sleeping in the hammocks. They're out there camping and having a good time, and they're sleeping in hammocks that we built. And I'm really proud to know that, that somebody's enjoying something that we made from nothing, and so yeah, I don't have a problem like Autumn from Autumn Ultralight, where I got the straps, or any of the other companies. I don't have a problem mentioning them when I'm talking to people. I don't have a problem working with them. I don't have a problem if I know that somebody can do something better or cheaper. I'll tell you in a heartbeat. I'm not that light that what Progressive Insurance or whatever the insurance company is that gives you the price quotes of all the competition. I'm not them. I mean, you're going to have to do your own research. But if I know for sure that somebody else can do it cheaper or better, then I'll let you know. But I'm going to finish getting my stuff ready for this camping trip, and if we can do anything for you, we've got a lot of options, a lot of materials to choose from. Pretty much, if you can dream it up, we can do it. So just contact us through our Facebook page, or email, or call us. The phone number's on the Facebook page and the website and the contact information. So just let us know. We'd be happy to do it for you.